Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. Today I will be making some Kirkland dupes using mostly Dollar Tree items. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. And now let's craft. Starting with my first project is this beautiful home pumpkin canvas art. This is $58.49. Now what I'm making is not a canvas. I'm actually using 2 of these Dollar Tree wood decor signs, some Dollar Tree black vinyl, a pumpkin. This pumpkin comes from a little pack of 8, and a popsicle stick. I will be making a large sign by gluing these together, but first I am going to remove the beads. Now this large popsicle stick, I am going to cut it in half, and to glue this I'm only using hot glue. You can use wood glue if you like. I'm using the popsicle stick for extra reinforcement. This is how it looks. Now I decided to leave mine this color. The one at Kirkland's, it is white, but I feel like this is already such a beautiful natural wood color. Now for the letters for the word home, I have these poster letters that I got from Walmart a while back. These are made out of paper, so I could just easily use glue and glue these, but instead I decided to use the vinyl. I do want to show you that you can use vinyl without a Cricut. Now I'm going to just trace the letters and then cut them out. This is how they look. Now to transfer these, I'm not using the transfer tape. Instead, I'm going to just use these like stickers and just place them on my sign. Now I use this piece of wood so I know I put them nice and straight. For the O, I will be using this wood pumpkin, and I'm going to paint it using a mixture of this orange and brown. And look how beautiful this color is. Now once I am done painting this, I will be painting the stem using the dark brown. Now I'm going to just glue the pumpkin. To cover the little hole, I made a jute twine bow and added there. And that is it. Look how beautiful this home sign turned out. And I spent less than $5 to make this. My next dupe is this orange monogram and pumpkin wall plaque from Dollar Tree. I'm using one of their wood pumpkins, and for the letter I'm using this one that I got from the Target dollar spot last year. Now Dollar Tree does carry wood letters that you can use. Now to paint the pumpkin, instead of making it that orange, I decided to make it darker orange, which I used the orange and added a little bit of brown. Now the sponge did have like a little bit of brown, and I used that to make designs on the pumpkin, just to distress this out a little bit. Look how beautiful this turned out. For the stem, I did use the same brown. So I ended up switching my idea. Instead of using this letter, which I was going to paint white, I decided to use some vinyl. Dollar Tree does carry white vinyl. I just didn't have the one from Dollar Tree, so I will be using my Cricut one. I traced the letter, cut it, and then just add it as a sticker to the pumpkin. The pumpkin at Kirkland's did have the leaf and some kind of garland, but instead of doing that, I decided to just use a bow. Dollar Tree carries burlap ribbon that you can use to make the bow. Now to hang this, I use some Dollar Tree rope and add it to the back, and that is it for this beautiful wood plaque. Once again, I did use less than $5 to make this. My next dupe is going to be this white pumpkin welcome metal sign, which is $12.74. For this project, I will be using this white garden stake that I got from the Dollar Tree and this wood hanging decor sign. I'm going to start by removing the stake from this pumpkin. Now, I tried to be very careful. I actually ended up making small little holes on the back because I wasn't careful when I removed this. For this wood hanging decor sign, I am going to just cut off the holes using my handsaw. This next step, you can totally skip it if you are using a darker brown. If you're using a lighter brown, you can use this step first. So I did use this welcome stencil sign that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I did get it for like under $2. 2 of these came in a pack, but this is how it looks after I was done tracing it. Now, as you can see, the W didn't fit, so I just made it smaller. Now, I do want to show you the mistake I made here. So I thought this was going to work because I have done it before where I trace it first and then paint over it, which last time I used the color Antique Wax. It is way lighter, so you were still able to see the letters. But for this one, I don't know if it's because it's darker or it's just I added water. I don't know what I did. That when I painted this, it erased everything, or at least I couldn't see any of the words. So instead, I let this dry, and then I went ahead and went over it again with the stencil and a pencil. And now this time you can see the words. So yeah, so just keep in mind, if you're using a darker color, just do the tracing afterwards, not before. Now I'm using a tiny little paintbrush with some white paint, and I'm going to go over the word. Here I want to show you the little holes. Now something that I forgot to film is With the same brown, I went over the little spirals on the pumpkin and on the edges to distress this. Now I'm going to just flip around both of the sides, and I made some holes on the wood part. I didn't have my drill to make the holes on the metal. Now the way I made the holes on the wood part is I used some screws to make the holes. But to hang this, I'm using this jute wire cord that I got from the Dollar Tree. I put in the jute cord through here. I tied it up like this, and I did that to both sides. Like I said, I didn't make any holes on the metal pumpkin, which I wish I did. I will later on. I glue these instead. Now this is not sturdy, so I don't recommend you gluing this unless you're using a heavier duty glue. But after I was done doing this, I just added a small little jute twine bow to the pumpkin, and that was it. Look how beautiful this welcome sign turned out. And I spent less than $5 to make this. My next dupe is this Hello Fall Wreath Pumpkin Harvest Decoration, which is $29.99. Now for this project, I will be using this Dollar Tree pumpkin and this Dollar Tree stencil. I'm going to start by removing this 3D piece from this pumpkin. I ended up just ripping the entire thing, including the paper. Even though I remove everything, I'm still using the back. Now I'm removing the little sticker from the back. It left some glue residue, so I'm using a scent sheet to send that out. Once I am done doing that, I am going to paint this pumpkin. To paint the pumpkin, I tried to make the same color as this one from Kirkland's, mixing these colors. I added a little bit more yellow, and this is the color it turned out. I'm going to paint this. Once this was dry, I will be using the stencil. For the stencil, I will be using this Dollar Tree sponge brush with some white paint. I went over the Hello Fall first. I then let this dry. This stencil already has a wreath around the Hello Fall, but instead of using the whole thing, because obviously it doesn't fit, I am only using this part. I'm using it first on one side. After it's done drying, I'm going to flip the stencil around so I can do it on the other side. And look how this turned out. Look how beautiful this is. Now you can just leave it like that, but I decided to add a jute twine bow. But that is it. I did spend less than $3 to make this. That is it for today. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye.